The mother of a soldier says she's heartbroken after someone stole her Canadian flag. The tattered flag was outside her home and someone replaced it with a brand new one, thinking they were doing a nice deed. But it turns out the flag was her son's, a soldier who was killed. CBC's Amy Dodge is in Windsor, Ontario with those details. Amy, what can you tell us about this story?
Well, Asha, Debbie Ross was absolutely devastated. She was heartbroken that someone came onto her property. They took her flag and replaced it with a new one. And all they left behind was this handwritten note that she's since given to us. It reads, you know, when a flag becomes tattered and is no longer in suitable condition for use, it should be destroyed in a dignified way. Then the letter went on to say, you know, we noticed that your Canadian flag was in very poor condition. We took it upon ourselves to dispose your flag in an authorized manner and replace it with a new flag. The letter is signed by the mother of a serving soldier. And as we know, Debbie Ross is also a mother of a soldier, and her son has since died. Here's what she had to say about all of this.
That flag was sentimental because of my son, and I had it hanging. If anybody were to take it down, it should have been me, not anybody else. And the proper way, then I got upset even more so, because the proper way to get rid of a flag is, I guess, to burn it. And now I'm sure she took the flag and burned it, and there is no more flag.
And Debbie Ross then told me, you know, this flag had huge sentimental value to her. Her son carried this flag everywhere he went in his backpack. And before he died, he gave it to her. She put this up at her retreat. This is a place she goes to when she's dealing with all the heaviness of life. You know, she said right now she is the main caregiver for her loved ones who are suffering with cancer, and she went there, and had she known it was tattered, she would have taken it down. She's just really upset that someone did it for her, Asha.
Yeah, so, I mean, what is Debbie Ross hoping will happen in this situation?
Well, you saw in her clip there, she didn't want to go on camera. She didn't want her photo taken. She really just wanted people to know, specifically the woman who took this down, what value this flag had to her. And really, at the end of the day, she wants this to stop happening. She wants people to stop going onto the properties of other people and assuming they know what's best. I also spoke with a neighbor of Debbie's, and he told me, you know, we can't assume that we know what's going on in someone else's life.
This was not done respectfully, although they might have intended it to be. But let's not forget what being Canadian's about. And let's be respectful of our neighbors and our friends and not make assumptions that we know what's going on in someone else's life also.
Now, he also told me that he hopes that people do recognize that while they're trying to do good deeds, again, he said there, we can't assume what's going on in someone else's life. And actually, although we all seem to have an attachment to the Canadian flag, it is really important to understand that we all have those emotions differently to our own property. Now, as for Debbie Ross, she has since taken down the flag, and the flag that was put up, she took that down and has folded it up into a drawer, and she says she's going to replace the new flag with hopefully something that holds more meaning.